Hello, MennoNerds. This is the latest vlog, and I'm here to talk about humility in sermons. That may not be a topic that maybe most of us has heard too much. I'd love to hear a sermon on that, a sermon about humility in sermons. And I think that a lot of what we're talking about actually reflects that theme already. When we talk about listening to oppressed folks in sermons, that's being humble. It's lowering ourselves socially. It's also when we talk about giving opportunity to listen to our congregation and all of that, and also when we talk about living the lives that we are preaching about, all of that is talking about humility. It's kind of a balance. But I just want to say there's a couple things that I want to add to what we've already been talking about on this theme. Number one is going ahead and expressing my own weakness in sermons. It's something that I learned from Mark Chastain, who is a preacher in India for, I don't know, 40 years or something like that, and happened to have a chance to go to his church and listen to him speak. And he went up and he preached a really powerful sermon, just amazing sermon. Everybody was just ready to act on it. And he says, okay, I want all of you to come up and I want you to pray about this thing that I've been talking about. And then he turned around and he says, but I'm not going to be here because I need to go in the back and I need to pray myself because the Lord has really spoken to me and I'm really weak in this area too. And I realized, oh, wow, okay. So when we can preach on things that we don't live out as long as we admit that we need help and we need to pray and we need to repent. And it's one of the things that I've really been, by the pastors that I've been, the preachers that I've been impressed by, they will just as well say, I need to repent in this area. I need to change. Not just I haven't made it, but I'm going to do this and this and this to make sure that I change in these areas. That's something that I learned. Another thing in sermons that I really, really don't like, and I kind of have a little bit of a difficulty even in a vlog, is monologues. I know, I'm giving a monologue. It's difficult for me, actually. I don't like monologues generally. It makes me nervous. If you've seen any of my longer videos, like 10 minutes or something like that, I get really nervous about that because I'm used to, in my congregation, I have a congregation of the homeless, I'm used to people interrupting all the time. Nobody really understands uh, I don't know, the rules for listening to a sermon. And so they hear something that they don't like, or they see something that they're like, what? They'll just go ahead and say it out. And I'm great with that because then we can have a conversation in the middle of the sermon. And this is the way that I've learned how to do sermons, is that I listen to the people right there, let them interrupt me, and we have interaction on the topic. And if it's way off topic, then I'll say, okay, why don't we hold off on that and stick to the topic at hand. But as long as it's in the general area that I'm speaking about, then let's talk it out. Let's hash it out right now. And I suppose that if you're listening to, or if you're preaching to like 1,000 people or something like that, that might be a problem. But for me, it's usually about 20 people most, and so no big deal. Let's hash it out now. All right. I think that's enough for me today, and I'm fumbling and all this. So I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.